Alright, how we doing, guys? Alright, I'll take it. So my name is Cameron Teese. I'm a fourth-year business student here at UC Riverside. My concentration is management, and today I would like to speak on self-actualization. What I believe self-actualization is really coming into yourself, really identifying yourself as an individual and truly knowing who you are from the inside out. It's funny that the professor actually brought up meditation because that is one thing that I definitely noticed truly sparked this deeper train of thought within myself. And some of you guys yourselves might actually believe yourself to be self-actualized. This is just going to be my personal journey, and I hope all of you guys can take something from it. So when I began my journey of self-actualization, I actually began asking myself key questions. And I would like you guys to ask yourselves these same key questions today. My first question is, do you know what you believe? Now I want you guys to truly think about that. Imagine yourself in a world by yourself. Do you know what the laws would be? What kind of ethics would you follow? My second question is, what do you know is fact? And when I say fact, I mean unwavering fact. Things around us are changing all the time. Just a few hundred years ago, people believed that the world was the center of the universe. That was fact. So how do we know truly deep inside of us what is truly, honestly fact? So what I have came to is through the belief that people are neither omnipotent nor omniscient, meaning we do not know everything and we cannot control everything. So what I truly believe is that we are uncertain. I call this the uncertainty principle. I'm not talking about Heisenberg's uncertainty principle. This is my uncertainty principle. What I believe is that human beings can only come within certainty. They can only know absolute fact through one of three ways. I believe the first way is going to be thinking thoughts. And when I say thinking thoughts, I do not mean the context of thoughts. I do not want you to say my thoughts are wrong. I just mean thoughts themselves are truly real. I can hear thoughts within my own head. I know that they are undeniably there. The second thing I want to speak on is experiencing events. Meaning, I experience events and I will get something out of those events. If I touch an oven, I will always know an oven's hot. I don't want to touch that again. I know that is absolute certainty, that I do not want to do that again. The third thing I want to say is realizing our feelings. Listening to our bodies. Our bodies truly talk to us. If I go up to you and I say, hey, I like your shoes, your body's going to respond to that. Your body may produce goosebumps. It may make you blush. This is your body talking to you. These are your thoughts coming within actualization. Now, I do not want to say that I'm being a negative Nancy, that the only thing that we know are our own thoughts, because I believe in George Washington. I believe he existed. There's no way for me to actually prove within myself that he existed, but I do accept that. I accept science. I accept history. But within myself, I cannot prove any of those facts to myself. So what I do believe is that some people come to false senses of certainty. I call this the Santa Claus illusion. Imagine an adult telling their child that, hey, Santa Claus is real. To that child, Santa Claus is unwaveringly true. That child believes Santa Claus in their soul. Now, I don't want you guys to get hung up on Santa Claus. Santa Claus is just a symbol for outside thoughts, outside opinions, outside beliefs. Now, what happens when this child gets into another argument with someone who did not believe in Santa Claus? What is their argument? Their argument is, my dad told me Santa Claus is real, so Santa Claus is truly real. That is not a sense of certainty. They do not know within themselves that Santa Claus truly is real. So what is the upshot of the Santa Claus illusion? What I want you guys to do is believe in yourselves. Last lecture, we actually wrote down who we look up to. That means you guys look at them as iconic. You guys look at them as almost above your guys' selves. But I want you guys to believe in yourselves. Believe in your thoughts. Believe in your feelings. Believe in your life experiences. That is what we know for certain, those three things. Be your own role model. In essence, come to your own conclusions. Now, this is a management of diversity course, so I would like to speak a little bit about diversity. Up here, I posted a picture of a bunch of Elvis impersonators. What's funny is they all look similar, but I promise you they are all different. Now, how do you distinguish a person as being different? I do not believe diversity stems from that of appearance. Because you may think you look different from someone else, but there's a lot of people in the world. We all look fairly similar. So think about it. What makes us different? I believe what makes us all different are our thoughts. When we wake up in the morning, we're gonna have a thought. We're gonna say, I need to turn my alarm off. I need to get dressed, get ready for school. I need to call my friend. You have these interconnecting thoughts that will proceed throughout the entire day. By the time you were born till the time you die, that entire chain of thought that you have is unique from every other chain of thought that has ever existed. In essence, we are all truly different people because of our thoughts. Now, I think this is ironic. Diversity in itself is ironic. Diversity means we're different. But because of our thoughts, if we are different, we therefore share a commonality. We share the commonality of difference. Now, what I believe that commonality does is it allows us to empathize with every single person. I can truly put myself in every other person's shoes because I can relate to them from a source of they are different, I am different. I understand where they're coming from. We all have different thoughts. We've all had different life experiences. We've all had different feelings inside of us. So because of that basis, that source of difference, I can empathize with every single person. Now, if the only way that we can truly come to a conclusion of absolute certainty is through ourselves, how do we learn? How do I influence someone? How do I teach? So, because we are we are not omnipotent, I cannot control other people's actions. I cannot stop the sun from setting. So, how do I control another person? You can't. You just can't. Have you ever tried to cheer someone up who is sad? Because I have told some nice jokes to people that I think are some of the funniest jokes I've ever said, but they did not chuckle. They didn't laugh. They knew within themselves that they were sad. So there was nothing I could do to them to change that sadness. It had to stem from within them. So what I believe, what we must do if we want to see a change in our environment, a change in the world, is we must change the only thing we can change. That is ourselves. I do not believe there are any exceptions to actions. So essentially what we do, there is no exceptions to that. What I believe actions are our most certain thoughts coming into actuality. Before I make a decision, my decision-making process is I'm going to weigh out the options. I'm going to make a list of pros and cons, and I will come to a conclusion of what I am most certain is correct. So I cannot tell someone, oh, I was just kidding. Because what that action says, if I made a joke with someone, what that action says is I am more certain that this action will be a relief of comedy than a relief of pain. I would like to speak on a personal life experience to exemplify exactly why I could not take back action. I was around 11 years old, and for one day I was just picking on my uncle. My uncle is a shorter, heavier set kind of guy, and I specifically remember saying, hey, why can you not get on a roller coaster? Is it because you're too short, or is it because you weigh too much? Now, I truly was just kidding with him. It truly did stem from love. I really did love him. But that was the last day I ever saw him. About 2 weeks later, my uncle committed suicide. Now that really spoke to me. What that told me is life is uncertain. I do not know what is going to come next. I must be certain about every action I take. Now, if I'm holding all of you guys accountable for standing up for what you believe in, for being most certain about your actions, I must be certain myself. So I'm standing here today telling you guys, my name is Cameron Teese. I'm very uncertain about the world I live in. I believe the only conclusions I can truly make is what I feel, what I think, and what I gather from my life experiences. And as I reflect upon my life, I ask myself, what do I truly know? What is the truth? And I'm standing here today to tell you guys the most powerful feeling I've ever had, the most powerful thought, and the most powerful experience I've ever had is that of love. So I'm telling you guys, I am standing here today to tell each and every one of you that I truly love each and every one of you guys. I truly want the best for all of you guys. I want to see everyone succeed. I truly believe that it takes a strong individual to come forward and express love for another person. I think this is so powerful because a lot of people are scared of rejection. A lot of people are scared to not receive that love in return. I believe I am such a strong individual to tell you guys that I love you because I hold that love for myself. I am my own role model. I hold myself to my own standards. I am not looking for your love in return. I just want to tell each one of you guys that I love you. Now there's something else I need to get off my chest. This presentation is not for you guys. This presentation is for myself. Every time I use the pronoun you, that is how I speak to myself. If I believe my actions are my most certain thoughts coming into actuality, then I must do those exact actions. This presentation is to prove to myself, this is what I know. This is what I believe. I don't know anything outside of myself. I don't know what is going to happen next. I don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. But I know that I love you guys because that is what speaks to me. Every time I say that, I feel goosebumps. And isn't that what is real? What I feel, what I think, what I know through experience. So if you guys take anything away from this presentation today, I want you guys to know life is uncertain, but there is one constant between all of our lives, and that is ourselves. Everywhere you go in your life, you will be there. You may move. Family is very strong, but life doesn't last forever. Wherever you go in your life, you are truly the only constant. I want everyone to know we are truly unique individuals. We are all defined by our own thoughts. But we are all unified between life. We are all in this together. We're all in the same boat. So I ask you guys, stand for what you believe in. That is how you tell yourself. That is how you tell others what you truly know, is through our actions. And I believe that these conclusions we come to are a result of thinking deeply. Self-analyze. Talk to yourself. Why am I feeling the way I'm feeling? Why am I acting the way I'm acting? It is all going to stem from a point of yourself. Life is what you make of it. My uncle committed suicide because he thought his life was purposeless. But I'm standing here today to tell you that his life had purpose. When he died, it meant something to me. It told me, it showed me that I must be certain about everything that I do. Edward Hubble claimed the universe is always expanding. And if we accept that, what that means is if we believe the universe is everything that exists, and that universe, that existence, is constantly expanding, what that means is what may not have existed yesterday may exist tomorrow. And what that means to me is anything is possible. Thank you guys for your time.